God says, this person has fallen in love with you, even with the age difference. God wants you to be with this person. This is very important. Listen closely, because this is not something you should ignore or scroll past. This is a moment that carries weight over your life. And if you turn away now, you may miss something that was meant to shift your path in a powerful and lasting way. I am speaking to you about a connection that did not come together by accident, and you must understand that this is not confusion. This is alignment. I am revealing to you that the love you are feeling or sensing is real, and it was allowed to grow for a reason that goes far beyond what you can see right now. Stay with these words, because what you are about to understand carries a blessing that many people do not recognize in time. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you clearly that this person did not enter your life by mistake, and their heart did not choose you by accident. Even the difference in age that keeps occupying your thoughts has not stopped what I have allowed to form between you, because what I build is not restricted by human expectations. You have been wondering whether this is right, whether this is wise, and whether this is something you should walk away from. But I am asking you to look deeper than fear and surface judgment. There is something within this connection that has been shaped with intention, and I have been watching both of your hearts move toward each other in ways you did not fully understand. Before you continue, take a moment to show your faith by liking this video, because this act of agreement helps open your heart to receive what I am revealing to you right now. You keep focusing on what others may say, on what looks unusual, and on what feels different from the life you expected. But I see what you cannot see, and I understand what you cannot fully understand yet. This person has entered your life carrying something that complements you, strengthens you, and fills a space in your soul that has been waiting quietly for a long time. Age has become a distraction in your mind, but love, care, understanding, and purpose are what truly matter in what I have brought together. Type 1111 to affirm. You have felt moments where everything between you feels peaceful, where conversations flow naturally, and where there is a comfort you cannot fully explain. Those moments are not illusions, and they are not empty feelings that will disappear without meaning. They are glimpses of what is possible when two people connect on a level that goes beyond what the world tries to measure. I allowed those moments so you could recognize something real, something steady, and something that does not come often. There have also been moments when doubt entered, when your thoughts became heavy, and when you questioned whether you should pull away. I have seen those moments too, and I understand why they come. You have been taught to follow certain patterns, accept certain rules, and avoid anything that feels outside what people call normal. But I am not limited by what people call normal, and I do not guide your life based on what others expect. This person's love for you is not shallow, and it is not built on passing attraction. It is something that has grown through understanding, attention, and a sincere desire to be close to you. You may not have realized how deeply they feel, but I have seen every moment when their thoughts returned to you, when their heart leaned toward you, and when they chose to stay connected even when it was not easy. This is not something to treat lightly, because not every connection carries this kind of sincerity. You are standing at a point where your choice matters more than you realize. You can choose fear and walk away from something that was meant to bring growth and companionship into your life. Or you can choose trust and step forward into something that may feel unfamiliar, but is guided with care. I am not forcing you, but I am guiding you. And I am showing you that there is purpose here that deserves your attention. There is a reason why your heart has not been able to completely let go. There is a reason why, even when you try to create distance, something pulls you back into thinking about this person. That pull is not weakness, and it is not confusion. It is a sign that there is something unfinished, something meaningful, something that has been placed in your path for a reason that is still unfolding. You are not alone in this, and you are not being led into something harmful. I am with you, and I am watching over this connection. I am guiding both of you in ways that you may not fully notice. But you can feel it in the small details, in the timing of conversations, in the way things seem to align when you least expect it. There is a quiet order behind what is happening, and it is not random. Do not let fear speak louder than what you have felt in your spirit. Do not let the opinions of others become stronger than the peace you have experienced in moments with this person. You have been given a glimpse of something genuine, and you must decide whether you will honor that or turn away from it, because it looks different from what you imagined. This is important, and I am telling you this because you are meant to understand it now, not later. There are moments in life that shape everything that comes after, and this is one of those moments. If you ignore it, you may spend time wondering what could have been, what might have grown, what you were meant to experience but chose to walk away from. You are not confused because something is wrong. You are feeling this way because something real is trying to take root in your life. And when something real appears, it does not always arrive in a way that feels simple or easy to accept. Type yes to affirm. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now, it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have spent time wondering if this connection will last, if it will stand strong against the opinions, the doubts, and the differences that others might point out. But I want you to understand that what is built on honesty, patience, and genuine care has a strength that cannot be measured by age or by appearances. This person does not see you through a shallow lens, and they are not attached to you for temporary reasons. There is something deeper that draws them toward you, something that aligns with your spirit, something that feels like home, even when everything else feels uncertain. You have noticed how they listen to you, how they try to understand you, how they stay present in ways that others have not. These are not small things, and they should not be overlooked. You have experienced connections before that lacked depth, that faded quickly, or that left you feeling unseen. But this is different, and even you have sensed that difference in quiet moments when you allowed yourself to be honest. I am reminding you of this so that you do not dismiss what you have already felt just because fear tries to cloud your judgment. There are times when you have pulled back, when you have created distance because it felt safer than facing what this could become. I have seen those moments, and I know they came from a place of trying to protect yourself. You have been hurt before, and you have learned to guard your heart carefully. But not every connection is meant to repeat the past, and not every feeling is a warning. Some feelings are invitations, and this is one of them. Type 777 to receive blessings. This person has also faced their own doubts, their own fears, and their own questions about whether this connection could truly work. Yet they have not walked away, even when it would have been easier to do so. They have chosen to stay, to care, and to keep their heart open toward you. That kind of choice carries weight, and it reflects a sincerity that should not be ignored. I have seen their intentions, and I know that what they feel is not driven by selfishness or temporary desire. You keep returning to the idea of age as if it is the defining factor that determines whether this can succeed, but I want you to see how limited that thinking is. Time is only one measure, and it does not define the depth of understanding, the level of care, or the strength of commitment between two people. What truly matters is how you treat each other, how you grow together, and how you support one another through the challenges that life brings. Those are the things that build something lasting. There is a reason why your paths crossed when they did. It was not too early, and it was not too late. It happened at a time when both of you were ready in ways that you may not have fully recognized. You had grown, you had learned, and you had reached a point where you could appreciate something deeper than what you once accepted. This meeting was not random, and it was not without purpose. You may feel pressure from outside voices, from people who do not understand what you are experiencing. They may speak from their own fears, their own beliefs, or their own limitations, but you must remember that they are not living your life, and they are not walking your path. What they say does not carry the same weight as what you have felt within your own heart. You are the one who has experienced the connection, the peace, and the moments of clarity that come when you allow yourself to be present with this person. There is also something within you that has begun to change since this person entered your life. You have felt a shift in how you see yourself, in how you think about your future, and in how you approach your own emotions. That shift is not something to ignore because it is part of the growth that this connection is bringing into your life. You are being shaped, not broken. You are being guided, not misled. Do not rush to label this as something that must fit into a narrow definition. Allow it to grow naturally, to reveal itself over time, and to show you what it can become. Not everything needs to be forced into a decision immediately. Some things are meant to unfold step by step, with patience and care. You are not required to have every answer right now, but you are being asked to remain open and willing to see where this leads. There will be challenges because every meaningful connection faces moments of difficulty, but those challenges are not signs that something is wrong. They are opportunities to strengthen what is being built, to deepen your understanding of each other, and to grow in ways that would not be possible without facing those moments together. You are not being led into something fragile. You are being guided towards something that can endure. I want you to trust that I am present in this, even when things feel uncertain. I am not distant from your situation, and I am not unaware of your thoughts and emotions. I am guiding you in ways that may feel subtle, but they are steady and intentional. When you feel peace, when you feel clarity, when you feel a quiet assurance that this is not something to fear, those are moments where you are sensing my guidance. You are allowed to choose love that looks different from what you expected. You are allowed to step into something that does not follow the patterns you once believed were necessary. What matters is that it is real, that it is respectful, and that it is built on care and understanding. This connection holds those qualities, and that is why I'm bringing your attention back to it again and again. Type 222 if you trust God. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have felt a calmness when you allow yourself to be open with this person, a kind of peace that you did not expect to find. That peace is not something that should be ignored, because it is one of the ways I show you that you are not in the wrong place. There have been connections in your past that brought confusion, pressure, and instability. But this carries a different energy, one that settles your spirit instead of unsettling it. That difference is important, and it is something you must recognize clearly. There are still moments where your mind tries to take control, where it lists reasons why this should not work, where it reminds you of what others might think. Your mind is trying to protect you based on what it has learned, but it does not always understand what I'm doing in your life. There are times when logic alone cannot guide you fully, because some paths require trust beyond what you can calculate. This is one of those moments where you must allow your heart and your spirit to have a voice alongside your thoughts. You may not have noticed it fully, but this person respects you in ways that are rare. They do not try to change who you are, and they do not make you feel like you need to become someone else to be accepted. They see you and they value you as you are. That kind of acceptance is not something that should be taken lightly, because it reflects a genuine care that is not based on conditions or expectations. It is steady and it is real. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is also a level of patience in this connection that you may not have experienced before. This person has not rushed you, and they have not tried to force things to move faster than you are comfortable with. They have allowed space for you to process, to think, and to understand your own feelings. That patience is a sign of maturity, and it shows that their intentions are not driven by impulse. They are willing to wait, and that willingness carries a depth that you should not overlook. You have been asking yourself whether this can truly last, whether it can withstand the differences that seem so visible on the surface. But I want you to understand that what lasts is not determined by appearances. It is built through consistency, through honesty, and through the willingness to grow together. Those qualities are already present here, and they will continue to strengthen if you allow them to develop. You are not stepping into something weak. You are stepping into something that has the potential to become strong over time. There is a part of you that already knows this, even if you have not fully admitted it to yourself. You have felt it in quiet moments, in the way your heart softens when you think about this person, in the way you feel understood when you speak with them. Those feelings are not illusions, and they are not temporary. They are reflections of something deeper that is being built between you. I have allowed those feelings so that you would not miss what is being placed in your life. You may feel unsure about how to move forward, and that is natural. You are not required to have every step planned out right now. What matters is that you do not close yourself off out of fear. Take one step at a time. Allow things to grow naturally and remain present in what is happening. You will receive clarity as you continue, and you will understand more as this unfolds. You are not expected to see the entire path at once. There will be moments where you will need to choose trust over doubt. Those moments will test you, but they will also strengthen you. Every time you choose to stay open, every time you choose to believe in what you have felt, you are building something that can endure. You are not alone in making those choices, because I am guiding you through them. I am giving you the strength to move forward, even when it feels uncertain. This connection is also teaching you something about yourself. It is showing you that you are capable of receiving love that is steady and genuine. It is helping you see that you do not need to settle for less than what your heart truly needs. You are learning to recognize what is real, and that is a lesson that will stay with you regardless of where this leads. But I am telling you that this is not something meant to fade away. It is something meant to grow. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are making a mistake. Fear often speaks loudly, but it does not always speak truthfully. What you have felt, what you have experienced, and what continues to draw you toward this person is not something that should be dismissed. It is something that deserves your attention, your care, and your willingness to explore it further. You are not being led into something harmful. You are being guided towards something meaningful. There is still more that you will come to understand about this connection. There are layers that have not yet been fully revealed, and there are moments ahead that will bring even greater clarity. You are at the beginning of something that has depth, and it will take time to fully see what it can become. Be patient with yourself and be patient with the process. But what you are experiencing cannot be reduced to simple logic, because it was not created from logic alone. It was formed with intention, and it carries something deeper than what your mind is trying to measure. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You have been looking for signs, for something clear that tells you whether this is right or wrong. But the truth is that I have already been showing you through the peace you feel, through the way this person treats you, and through the consistency that has remained even when things felt uncertain. Those are not small signs, and they are not things to ignore. They are the quiet confirmations that something meaningful is present, even if it does not arrive in a loud or obvious way. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a part of you that feels safe with this person, even if you have not fully admitted it yet. You feel a sense of ease when you are around them, a sense that you do not need to hide who you are. That kind of safety is not something that appears often, and it is not something that should be dismissed. It is one of the foundations of something that can grow into something lasting and strong. You are being given something that many people spend years searching for. You may still worry about how others will react, about what they will say when they see the difference between you. Those concerns are understandable, but they are not the foundation of your life. You cannot build your future based on the expectations or opinions of others, because they do not carry your experiences, your emotions, or your understanding of what this connection truly is. What they see is only the surface, but what you feel goes much deeper than that. Type Amen if you believe. There is something important that you must understand now. This connection is not asking you to abandon wisdom, and it is not asking you to ignore reality. It is asking you to look beyond fear and to recognize what is truly present. You are not being led blindly, and you are not being pushed into something without guidance. I am showing you step by step, allowing you to see enough to move forward without overwhelming you. You have already seen how this person shows care in small ways, how they pay attention to what matters to you, and how they make an effort to be present. Those actions are not temporary, and they are not being done out of obligation. They come from a place of genuine feeling, a place that sees your value and appreciates you for who you are. That kind of care creates trust, and trust is what allows a connection to grow beyond uncertainty. There have been moments when you wanted to step back completely, moments when you believed it would be easier to end this before it became more complicated. But every time you tried to create distance, something inside you resisted. That resistance is not weakness, and it is not confusion. It is your spirit recognizing that something here should not be dismissed so easily. It is a quiet reminder that this connection carries meaning. You are also learning something important about patience through this. Not everything meaningful reveals itself quickly. Some things need time, space, and careful attention before they can be fully understood. This is one of those things. You are being taught to slow down, to observe, and to let something develop naturally instead of rushing toward a conclusion. That lesson will help you in more ways than you realize. There is a balance you are being guided toward. You are not being asked to ignore your thoughts, but you are also not meant to let them control every choice you make. You are being shown how to listen to your heart while still remaining grounded and aware. That balance will help you move forward without being overtaken by doubt or fear. It will allow you to see clearly without shutting yourself off. This person has also been growing through this connection. They are learning how to be patient, how to understand you better, and how to approach you with care instead of pressure. Their growth is not separate from yours. It is happening beside it. You are both being shaped by this, and that is part of why this connection feels different from what you have known before. You may not know exactly where this will lead, but you are not supposed to have every answer right now. What matters is that you recognize the value of what is standing before you. You are being given the chance to experience something genuine, something that is not built on appearance or expectation, but on real care and understanding. That opportunity should not be treated lightly. Do not let fear of what could go wrong stop you from seeing what is already going right. There are many things that can be questioned in any connection, but what matters is what is truly present. And what is present here is sincerity, patience, respect, and a growing bond that has not been broken by the doubts that appeared along the way. Those are strong foundations, and they deserve to be recognized. You are being guided to take this seriously, not in a way that creates pressure, but in a way that honors what is unfolding. This is not something casual, and it is not something meant to be treated as temporary. There is depth here, and it is asking for your attention, your honesty, and your willingness to see it clearly. But what you are experiencing cannot be reduced to one simple answer, because it carries a purpose that unfolds over time. You are not meant to solve everything all at once. You are meant to walk through it with awareness and trust. Type yes to affirm. You have noticed that even when you try to distract yourself, something brings your attention back to this person. It happens in small moments, in quiet pauses, and in the spaces where your thoughts are not occupied by anything else. That return is not accidental, and it is not something you should dismiss. It is a sign that this connection has taken root in a deeper place within you. It is not surface level, and it is not something that will fade simply because you wish it to. There is a growing clarity within you, even if you have not fully acknowledged it yet. You are starting to see that what you feel is not built on impulse or illusion. It has consistency, it has depth, and it has a presence that remains even when you question it. That consistency is one of the ways you can recognize that this is not something temporary. It is something that has the potential to remain and to grow if you allow it to. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have also begun to notice how this person affects you in ways that go beyond simple attraction. There is a sense of calm, a sense of being understood, and a sense that you do not need to hide parts of yourself. That kind of experience is not common, and it is not something that should be taken lightly. it of the foundations of something that can become strong and lasting. You are being shown what it feels like to be accepted without conditions. There are still moments when your thoughts become loud, when doubts try to take control, and when you question whether this is something you should continue. Those moments are natural, and they come from the part of you that is trying to protect you from uncertainty. But I want you to see that not all uncertainty is harmful. Some uncertainty is part of growth, part of stepping into something new that has not been experienced before. Type 777 to receive blessings. This person has remained steady even through your moments of hesitation. They have not withdrawn their care, and they have not treated you differently because you needed time to understand your feelings. That steadiness is important because it shows that their connection to you is not fragile. It is not easily shaken, and it is not dependent on immediate results. It is patient, and it is willing to grow at a pace that respects both of you. You may still feel concerned about how this will be seen by others, about how it will fit into the expectations that have been placed on you. But I want you to understand that your life is not meant to be shaped entirely by those expectations. You are allowed to experience something that does not fit into what others consider typical. What matters is that it is real, that it is respectful, and that it is built on genuine care. Those are the qualities that give something value, not how it appears to those who are not part of it. There is also something within you that is learning to trust again. You have been cautious, and you have kept parts of yourself guarded because of what you have experienced before. But this connection is slowly showing you that it is possible to feel safe while opening your heart. That lesson is important because it is helping you grow beyond the fears that have held you back in the past. You are not being rushed into anything, and you are not being asked to make decisions before you are ready. What you are being asked to do is to remain open, to observe, and to allow yourself to experience what is happening without shutting it down out of fear. You are being guided step by step, and you will receive clarity as you continue to move forward. This connection is also revealing something about timing. It did not come into your life randomly, and it did not arrive at the wrong moment. It appeared when you were ready in ways that you may not have fully recognized. You had grown, you had learned, and you had reached a point where you could recognize something deeper than what you once accepted. This timing carries meaning, and it should not be overlooked. You may still wonder what the future holds, and that is something that will reveal itself in time. What matters right now is how you respond to what is in front of you. You are being given the opportunity to experience something that is built on sincerity, patience, and understanding. Those qualities are not common, and they should be valued when they appear in your life. Do not allow fear to take away something that has the potential to bring growth and connection into your life. Fear often focuses on what could go wrong, but it does not always see what is already going right. You must learn to recognize the difference between caution and avoidance. Caution keeps you aware, but avoidance keeps you from experiencing what could be meaningful. You are not alone in this, and you are not being left without guidance. I am present in every moment of this connection, watching, guiding, and revealing what you need to see when you are ready to see it. You may not notice every step, but you can feel the direction when you allow yourself to be still and aware. There has been a quiet transformation happen within you, one that you may not have fully acknowledged yet. You have begun to see this person not through the lens of doubt, but through the reality of how they treat you, how they show up, and how they remain consistent. That shift in perspective is important because it allows you to see what is truly there instead of what fear tries to project. You are beginning to notice the difference between imagined concerns and actual experiences. You have felt moments where everything seems to align without effort, where conversations happen naturally, and where there is a sense of ease that does not need to be forced. Those moments are not accidental, and they are not without meaning. They are glimpses of what this connection can become when it is allowed to grow without being weighed down by unnecessary fear. You are being shown what is possible when you remain present instead of guarded. There is still a part of you that hesitates, that wonders if stepping fully into this will lead to disappointment. That hesitation comes from past experiences that have taught you to be careful, to expect things to fall apart, and to protect yourself before anything has the chance to hurt you. But I want you to see that not every path leads to the same outcome. This is not a repetition of what you have been through before. This is something new, something that carries its own purpose and direction. Type 2 if you trust God. This person has shown you that they are willing to stand with you, not just in easy moments, but also in times when things feel uncertain. They have not turned away when you needed space, and they have not withdrawn their care when you questioned what this could become. That kind of steadiness is not something that appears without reason. It reflects a depth of feeling that is not based on temporary emotions, but on a genuine connection that continues to grow. You are learning that love does not always arrive in the way you expected it to. Sometimes it comes in a form that challenges your assumptions, that asks you to see beyond what you thought was necessary. The difference in age that once felt like a barrier is now becoming something you are learning to look past. You are beginning to understand that what truly matters is how you relate to each other, how you support one another, and how you build something that is based on respect and care. A leaked 9-word password is quietly changing people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it every day from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways connected to money and works much faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it is spreading too quickly. But the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is a quiet strength in this connection that you may not have fully noticed before. It has remained present through your doubts, through your hesitation, and through the questions that have appeared along the way. That strength is not weak, and it is not easily broken. It is built on something deeper than surface attraction, something that can endure when it is given space to grow. You have also started to see yourself differently through this. You are realizing that you are worthy of a connection that is patient, understanding, and not trying to rush you into something before you are ready. That realization matters, because it changes the way you approach not only this situation, but also the way you see yourself moving forward. You are not settling. You are being shown what it feels like to be valued. There will still be moments when your thoughts return to doubt, when you wonder whether you are making the right choice. Those moments are part of the process, and they do not mean something is wrong. They are opportunities for you to choose trust, choose clarity, and choose to see what is actually happening instead of what fear tries to suggest. Each time you move through those moments, your understanding becomes stronger. You are not being asked to ignore reality, but you are being asked to see it clearly. What is in front of you is not unstable or uncertain at its foundation. It is something that has been developing with care, patience, and consistency. Those are the elements that create something lasting, and they are already present in what you are experiencing. This connection is also teaching you the value of presence. Instead of trying to control every outcome, you are learning to remain in the moment, to experience what is happening without rushing ahead or pulling back. That presence allows you to see more clearly, feel more deeply, and understand what is truly unfolding. It is a way of moving forward that brings clarity instead of confusion. You may not know exactly how everything will unfold, but you are beginning to trust that it is unfolding with purpose. That trust is not blind. It is based on what you have already seen and felt. It is built on the consistency that has remained even when you questioned it. You are learning to rely on that consistency instead of being pulled in different directions by doubt. I am guiding you through this with care, not pushing you into something you are not ready for, but showing you what is there so you can choose with understanding. You are not alone in this process, and you are not being left to figure it out without support. I am present in every step, in every moment of clarity, and in every decision you make as you move forward. There is still more that will be revealed, and there are still moments ahead that will deepen your understanding. You are on a path that is unfolding in a way that carries meaning, and it will continue to become clearer as you remain open. Do not turn away now, not when you are beginning to see what this truly is. Stay with it, stay present, and allow it to continue revealing itself to you. You are now at a place where you can no longer pretend that this is just a passing feeling. It has remained through time, through doubt, and through your attempts to reason your way out of it. That kind of persistence is not something that comes from shallow emotions. It is something that comes from a deeper alignment, something that continues to exist even when your thoughts try to push it away. You are beginning to see that this is not something you created. It is something you discovered. There is a quiet certainty forming inside you, even if it is still mixed with hesitation. You are starting to recognize the difference between fear and truth. Fear makes you want to run, to avoid, to step back before anything can become real. Truth, even when it feels unfamiliar, brings a sense of calm, a sense of clarity, and a sense that you are not being led into harm. That calmness is what you have felt in moments with this person, and it is something that should not be ignored. You have also noticed how this person continues to show up, not in grand gestures alone, but in the small, consistent ways that truly matter. They listen, they care, and they remain present without making you feel pressured. That kind of presence is not temporary, and it is not something that fades easily. It reflects a genuine connection that is built on understanding rather than expectation. You are being shown what it feels like to be valued in a steady and real way. Type 777 to receive blessings. There have been times when you questioned whether the difference between you would create distance over time. You have wondered if it would eventually become too much, too noticeable, or too difficult to navigate. But what you are beginning to understand is that connection is not defined by numbers. It is defined by how two people relate to each other. It is defined by how they communicate, how they support one another, and how they grow together through different stages of life. This person has not treated you as something temporary, and they have not approached this connection with uncertainty. They have remained steady, even when you needed time to process your own thoughts. That steadiness is a sign that their feelings are not easily shaken. It is a reflection of a connection that has depth, something that is not based on surface attraction alone. You are being shown consistency, and consistency is one of the strongest foundations of something lasting. You are also learning that love does not always follow the path you once expected. It does not always arrive in the form that you imagined, and it does not always align with what others consider ideal. But that does not make it wrong. What matters is the truth of what you are experiencing, the sincerity of what is being shared between you, and the way it continues to grow even through uncertainty. Those are the things that give something real value. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is something within you that is becoming more confident, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. You are starting to trust your own feelings, to believe in what you have experienced instead of dismissing it. That trust is important because it allows you to move forward without being controlled by doubt. It allows you to see what is actually happening instead of what fear tries to suggest. You have also begun to notice that this connection brings out a different side of you. It encourages you to be more open, more honest, and more present. It allows you to express yourself without feeling judged or misunderstood. That kind of environment is not something that appears without purpose. It is something that supports growth, and it is something that helps you become more aligned with who you truly are. There will still be moments where uncertainty returns, where you question what this could become or where it will lead. Those moments are part of the process, and they do not mean that something is wrong. They are opportunities for you to choose trust again, to return to what you have already felt, and to recognize that this connection has remained steady even through those doubts. Each time you move through those moments, your understanding becomes stronger. You are not being rushed into a decision, and you are not being forced into something without clarity. What you are being given is time, space, and the opportunity to experience this connection fully before deciding what it will become. That approach is not random. It is intentional. It allows you to move forward with understanding instead of pressure, and it ensures that your choices come from clarity rather than fear. This is important, and you are being asked to recognize it now, not later when it has passed, not after you have walked away and begun to wonder what could have been. You are being shown what is in front of you so that you can choose with awareness. You are not being left in confusion. You are being guided toward understanding step by step. I am present in this connection, guiding both of you in ways that you may not always see. But you can feel it in the consistency, in the timing, and in the way things continue to align. You are not alone in this, and you are not being led without care. There is purpose here, and it will continue to reveal itself as you remain open and willing to see it. You are now seeing more clearly how this connection has remained consistent despite everything you have questioned about it. It has not broken under pressure, and it has not faded with time. Instead, it has stayed present, continuing to grow in quiet ways that you may not have fully noticed at first. That kind of persistence is not something that happens without purpose. It reflects a bond that is not easily shaken, something that has been allowed to develop with care and intention. There have been moments when you felt like you were standing at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take. You wondered whether to continue moving toward this or to step away before it became something deeper. But now you are beginning to see that stepping away would not bring the peace you thought it would. It would only leave you with questions, with thoughts of what might have been, and with a sense that you turned away from something meaningful. You are also starting to understand that the difference you once focused on so heavily is not as powerful as you believed it to be. It does not define the connection, and it does not determine its strength. What defines it is how you relate to each other, how you communicate, and how you continue to show care and respect. Those are the elements that truly matter, and they are already present in what you are experiencing. Type 1111 to affirm. This person has continued to show you that their feelings are steady, not something that changes with every moment. They have remained present even when you hesitated, and they have not withdrawn their care because you needed time to understand your own emotions. That kind of consistency is not something that should be overlooked. It shows that their connection to you is not based on uncertainty, but on something deeper that continues to grow. You have also begun to notice how this connection is changing you in subtle ways. You are becoming more open, more willing to express yourself, and more comfortable with being seen for who you truly are. That change is not something to fear because it is part of your growth. You are being guided toward a version of yourself that is not held back by past fears or limitations. You are being shown that you can experience something real without losing yourself. There is a sense of alignment that you have felt in moments when you allow yourself to be fully present. It is not overwhelming, and it does not demand your attention forcefully. It is quiet, steady, and reassuring. That alignment is one of the ways you can recognize that you are not being led in the wrong direction. It is a sign that what is unfolding is happening with purpose. You may still wonder about the future, about how this will fit into your life, and about what it will become over time. Those questions are natural, and they will be answered as you continue forward. You are not required to have every answer right now. What matters is that you remain open to what is being shown to you, and that you allow yourself to experience this connection without shutting it down prematurely. There is also something within you that is learning to trust more deeply. You are beginning to rely less on fear and more on what you have actually experienced. That shift is important because it allows you to see things more clearly. It helps you distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. You are growing in your ability to recognize truth, and that will guide you not only in this situation, but in many areas of your life. This connection is not asking you to abandon wisdom or to ignore your thoughts. It is asking you to balance them with what you have felt and what you have seen. It is asking you to consider the reality of what is in front of you instead of focusing only on what could go wrong. That balance will help you move forward with clarity instead of confusion. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also beginning to see that this is not something fragile. It has endured your doubts, your hesitation, and your questions. It has remained steady even when you were uncertain. That endurance is a sign of strength, and it shows that this connection has the ability to grow if it is given the chance. You are not dealing with something temporary. You are experiencing something that has depth. There is still more to be revealed, and there are still moments ahead that will deepen your understanding. You are on a path that is unfolding step by step, and each step is bringing you closer to clarity. You are not being rushed, and you are not being left without guidance. I am present in this, showing you what you need to see when you are ready to see it. There is a calm strength growing inside you, one that does not rush, one that does not panic, and one that does not collapse under the weight of doubt. This strength is helping you hold on to what you have felt without needing constant reassurance. It is allowing you to stand in the truth of your experience without being pulled away by every passing fear. You are becoming more grounded, more aware, and more aligned with what is actually happening. That grounding is something that will guide you through the next steps. You have started to notice how natural it feels to be connected to this person, even in the simplest moments. It does not feel forced, and it does not feel like something you have to struggle to maintain. There is an ease in how you relate to each other, a flow that does not require constant effort to sustain. That kind of connection is not something that appears without meaning. It is a sign that there is compatibility that goes beyond surface differences. There have been times when you wondered if this connection would lose its intensity or fade with time. But instead of fading, it has become more steady, more grounded, and more real. That shift is important because it shows that this is not something driven by temporary emotions. It is something that is settling into a deeper place, something that has the ability to last. You are seeing the difference between something that burns quickly and something that grows slowly but steadily. Type 222 if you trust God. This person has continued to show you that they are not here for a moment, but for something more meaningful. They have remained present, they have remained patient, and they have not allowed your moments of doubt to push them away. That kind of consistency is a reflection of their intentions. It shows that they are not approaching this lightly and that they see value in what is being built between you. You are being shown reliability, and that is something that should be recognized. You are also learning to release the need for everything to fit into a perfect expectation. You are beginning to understand that life does not always follow a straight path, and that some of the most meaningful experiences come in forms that you did not anticipate. This connection is one of those experiences. It is asking you to expand your understanding, to see beyond what you once believed was necessary, and to recognize what is truly important. There is a deeper sense of trust forming within you, one that is not based on external validation, but on your own experience. You are learning to rely on what you have felt, on what you have seen, and on what has remained consistent. That trust is not something that can be taken away easily, because it is rooted in your own understanding. It is helping you move forward without needing constant confirmation from others. You may still have moments where you think about how this will be perceived, about how it will fit into the expectations around you. But those thoughts are beginning to lose their power over you. You are starting to see that your life is not meant to be shaped entirely by those expectations. You are allowed to choose what feels right for you, what aligns with your heart, and what reflects the truth of your experience. This connection is also showing you what it means to be present with another person without fear. You are learning to communicate openly, to share your thoughts, and to allow yourself to be seen without holding back. That openness is not something that comes easily, but it is something that grows when you feel safe. You are being given that safety, and it is allowing you to experience something that is honest and real. There is still a path ahead, and there are still moments that will shape what this becomes. You are not at the end of this journey. You are in the middle of it. What matters now is how you continue to approach it. You are being guided to move forward with awareness, with patience, and with trust. You are not being asked to rush, but you are also not meant to step back out of fear. You are beginning to understand that this is not something to question endlessly, but something to experience fully. You are being shown that what you have is not something fragile, but something that has the potential to grow stronger with time. That potential will only be realized if you allow it to continue without closing yourself off. I am with you in this, guiding you, steadying you, and helping you see what is real. You are not alone in your thoughts, and you are not left to figure this out without direction. Every step you take with awareness brings you closer to clarity. Every moment you choose trust over fear strengthens what is being built. There is something powerful happening within you, something that is changing how you see not only this connection, but yourself as well. You are no longer viewing this through fear alone. You are starting to see it through understanding. That shift is important because it allows you to move forward with clarity instead of hesitation. You are learning to trust what you have experienced instead of dismissing it. This trust is becoming a foundation that will support you in what comes next. You have noticed how this connection has remained steady even when everything else felt uncertain. It did not disappear when you questioned it, and it did not weaken when you hesitated. Instead, it continued to exist quietly but firmly, reminding you that something real is present. That kind of steadiness is not something that should be ignored. It is a sign that what you are experiencing is not temporary, but something that has the ability to endure. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist exposed it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There have been moments when you felt a peace you could not explain. Moments when everything seemed aligned without effort. Those moments were not random, and they were not meaningless. They were glimpses of what this connection can become when it is allowed to grow without fear getting in the way. You are being shown what is possible, and you are being invited to step into that possibility with trust. Type 777 to receive blessings. This person has continued to approach you with patience, care, and a willingness to understand you without judgment. They have not tried to change you, and they have not made you feel like you must become someone other than who you are. That kind of acceptance is rare, and it deserves to be valued. It shows that their connection to you is not built on conditions, but on genuine appreciation for who you are. You are also beginning to understand that the difference you once focused on is not the center of this connection. It is only one part of the picture, and it does not define what you share. What defines it is the way you relate to each other, the way you communicate, and the way you continue to show up with honesty and respect. Those are the things that give a connection strength, and they are already present here. You are learning to look beyond what once seemed important and recognize what truly matters. A deeper sense of alignment is beginning to rise within you, something that reaches beyond surface emotions. It is a quiet knowing that this is not something you should walk away from before understanding it fully. That knowing is not loud, but it is steady, and it continues to guide you even when your thoughts try to pull you in different directions. You are learning to listen to that inner guidance, and it is helping you move forward with greater clarity. You may still have questions about what lies ahead, about how this will continue to unfold, and about what it may become over time. Those questions are natural, and they will be answered as you keep walking this path. You are not meant to have every answer right now, but you are meant to remain open to what is being revealed. Each step you take brings you closer to understanding, and each moment of trust strengthens what is being built. God says, this is very serious. Jesus is calling for you, and only you. Troubling news may come to your home tonight. Do not scroll past this moment, because what you are hearing now is not ordinary, and it is not random. I am speaking directly to you because something is forming around your life tonight, and I do not want you to face it unprepared. This is a warning wrapped in love, not fear, and if you stay with these words, you will understand how I am already moving to protect you. What is coming does not have the final say over your life, but your attention in this moment matters more than you realize. You were brought here for a reason, and if you ignore this, you may miss the very shield I am placing around you right now. I am telling you clearly that this is serious, because there are moments when the unseen begins to press into the visible, and tonight carries that weight. The bad news that is approaching your home is not sent to destroy you, but it will try to shake you, to disturb your peace, and to make you feel alone. I see every detail of what is coming before it reaches your door, and I have already prepared a path through it. You are not being warned to be afraid. You are being warned so you can stand firm and not be caught off guard. When you understand that I am with you in this, your fear will lose its grip and your strength will begin to rise. Type 777 to receive blessings. I need you to stay with me right now, because what I am about to reveal will change how you face what is coming. There is a shift happening in your life where pressure will try to enter, but it will also reveal the protection I have placed around you for a long time. This moment is not about loss. It is about exposure of what has been hidden and about strengthening your faith in a way you have not experienced before. You may feel a heaviness tonight or hear something that unsettles you, but I want you to remember that nothing enters your life without passing through my hands first. If this touches your heart right now, take a second to like this video as a sign that you are standing with me and not turning away from what I am showing you. There are things in your home that you have been overlooking, small signs that something has been building quietly. I have been watching over you even when you were unaware, placing calm in moments when anxiety tried to grow, and guiding you away from paths that would have made this harder. Tonight is not the beginning of the problem. It is the moment of exposure, the moment when what has been forming will finally reveal itself. I am not allowing you to walk into this blind, and that is why my voice is reaching you now with urgency and clarity. You are not alone in your home, even if it feels quiet, because my presence is already there ahead of you. You must understand that Jesus is calling you because your attention is needed now more than before. This is not a general call. It is personal, directed only at you because of what you carry and because of what I have placed inside you. There is strength in you that you have not fully seen yet, and tonight will begin to uncover it in a way that cannot be ignored. What tries to enter your space will not overcome you, but it will challenge you to stand in faith instead of fear. When you respond to this call, you activate what I have already prepared for your protection and your peace. The news that may come to your home tonight could arrive through words, through a situation, or through a sudden change that feels unexpected. It may try to bring confusion or tension, but I am telling you now that its power is limited. I am placing clarity in your mind and calm in your spirit, so that when it arrives, you will not be shaken like before. You will see it differently, not as something that controls you, but as something you walk through with me beside you. This is where your trust becomes your strength, and your belief becomes your shield. I am asking you to stay aware, not anxious, and to remain grounded in the truth that I am in control, even when things look uncertain. There will be a moment tonight when you feel a shift, something that makes you pause and recognize that what you heard here is unfolding. In that moment, do not let fear rise, because I will be right there with you, steadying your heart and guiding your thoughts. You are not being left to handle this on your own, and you are not being tested beyond what you can carry. Everything that happens will pass through my hands, and nothing will take you away from my protection. There is a reason you were chosen to hear this before it happens. I do not reveal things without purpose, and I do not warn without also preparing a way through. What is coming may look serious, and it may feel heavy at first, but it will not define your life or break your spirit. I am using this moment to draw you closer, to strengthen your awareness of my presence, and to show you that even in the darkest moments, I am still working for your good. You are not a victim of what is coming. You are someone I am guiding through it with intention and care. What you are sensing is not the end of your peace. It is the moment where your faith begins to take its true position. I am not allowing you to walk into confusion. I am guiding you step by step so that you remain grounded even when things feel uncertain. There will be a moment when the tension becomes noticeable, when something shifts in your home and you feel it deep inside your spirit. This is the moment I warned you about, not so you would panic, but so you would recognize it and stand firm instead of falling into fear. I am placing a calm inside you that cannot be shaken easily, and even if your surroundings feel unstable, your inner peace will begin to rise above it. You may not fully understand what is happening at first, but you will feel that I am near, closer than ever before. That awareness is your strength, and it will carry you through what is about to unfold. Type yes to affirm. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to listen carefully because this part matters deeply. The bad news that approaches is not meant to destroy your life, but it is something that could have shaken you if you were not prepared. I have seen the path ahead, and I have already limited what can reach you and what cannot. Even when something appears serious, it does not mean it has power over you, because I decide the outcome, not the situation itself. You are being positioned to witness my protection in a way that will change how you see every future challenge. There are things in your life that needed to be revealed, things that have been hidden under the surface for too long. Tonight becomes the moment when truth rises, when what has been quietly forming can no longer stay concealed. This may come through words spoken, through a sudden realization, or through an event that brings clarity you were not expecting. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but I am using it to free you, not to harm you. What is revealed will not break you. It will release you from what has been silently working against your peace. Do not let your thoughts run ahead of you, creating fear from possibilities that have not even happened. Stay in the present moment with me, because that is where my protection is strongest and most clear. When your mind begins to wander into worry, bring it back to my voice, to this truth that I am guiding you through every step. I am not distant from your situation. I am deeply involved in every detail, even the ones you cannot see yet. This is not a moment to lose control. This is a moment to anchor yourself in me and remain steady. Type 1111 to affirm. You may notice that certain emotions try to rise tonight, feelings that seem stronger than usual, almost as if they are being stirred on purpose. This is part of the unfolding, part of what is being brought to the surface, so it can no longer stay hidden inside you. I am allowing certain things to come up so they can be released, so they no longer hold power over your thoughts or your peace. This is not weakness. This is a process of cleansing and strengthening that will leave you lighter than before. What feels heavy now will not remain that way, because I am working through it with you. There is also a protection around your home that you cannot see with your eyes, but it is there, firm and unshaken. I have placed a boundary that nothing can cross without my permission, and that boundary is holding strong even now. What tries to approach will not have the freedom it expects, because I have already limited its reach. You may hear something, see something, or feel something that makes you pause, but remember that it cannot go beyond what I allow. You are not exposed, you are covered, and that covering is not fragile. I need you to stay connected to me in this moment, not drifting into distraction or ignoring what you feel inside. Your awareness is part of how you walk through this safely, and your attention to my voice will guide your reactions. When something happens, respond with calm, not panic, and with trust, not fear. I will give you the right words, the right actions, and the right understanding at the exact moment you need them. You are not being left to figure this out alone, because I am actively leading you through it. There is something powerful happening beneath what you can see, something that is shifting your life in a deeper way than you realize. This moment is not just about tonight. It is about preparing you for what is ahead, strengthening your ability to stand firm in any situation. I am building something inside you that cannot be shaken easily, a faith that remains steady even when everything around you feels uncertain. This is how you grow into the person I created you to be, not through ease, but through moments where you choose to trust me fully. The seriousness of this moment is real, but so is my protection, my presence, and my power over every detail. You are not facing something that is beyond my control, and you are not walking into something that I have not already seen. Everything that unfolds tonight will pass, but what remains will be your strengthened faith and your deeper connection to me. You will look back on this moment and realize that what seemed like bad news was actually a turning point in your life. There is a layer of clarity forming inside you, and it will become stronger as you continue to stay close to me. What once would have caused you to panic is now becoming something you are learning to face with steadiness. This is not because the situation is small, but because I am growing something greater within you. There is a quiet strength rising inside you, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. You may feel moments where your breath becomes heavy or your thoughts begin to race. But I am placing a calm in your spirit that will begin to override those reactions. You are not meant to be controlled by what is happening. You are meant to stand above it, guidance holding you steady. This is the difference between fear and faith. And tonight, you are learning how to choose faith in a way that changes you permanently. What is happening around you is temporary, but what I am building inside you will remain. Type 222 if you trust God. There is something important I need you to understand right now. The bad news that is coming is not the end of your story, and it is not a sign that you are being abandoned. It is a moment that exposes what has been hidden and forces a shift that could not happen any other way. Sometimes what looks like a disruption is actually a correction, something that moves your life back into alignment with what I have planned for you. You may not have seen this path clearly before, but I have always known where you are meant to go. This moment is part of guiding you there, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may notice that certain things begin to reveal themselves in ways that feel sudden. A conversation may change direction, a situation may unfold quickly, or something that was once uncertain may become very clear all at once. This is not chaos, even if it feels intense. It is the unveiling of truth that has been waiting for the right time to appear. I am not allowing anything to stay hidden if it has the power to disturb your peace. By bringing it into the light, I am giving you the chance to face it with my strength instead of being quietly affected by it without knowing. Do not shrink back when this happens, and do not allow yourself to feel powerless. You are not being placed in a position of defeat. You are being placed in a position of awareness and control through my presence. When you see what is unfolding, stand firm in the knowledge that I am with you and that nothing will go beyond what I allow. You may feel the weight of the moment, but that weight will not crush you. It will pass, and what remains will be your clarity, your strength, and your understanding of how I work in your life. Type 12112 if you trust in Jesus. There is also protection over your emotions right now, even if you do not feel it in every moment. I am guarding your heart in ways you cannot see, keeping certain things from affecting you as deeply as they might have before. What once could have left you shattered will now only touch you lightly, because I have strengthened you through everything you have already endured. You are not the same person you were before, and this moment is revealing that change in a powerful way. You are stronger, more aware, and more connected to me than you have ever been. As the night continues, there may come a point when everything becomes clear very quickly. You will recognize that what I told you is beginning to unfold, and in that moment, I need you to remain calm and steady. Do not react too quickly, and do not allow your emotions to control what you do. I will guide you in what to say, what to do, and how to respond. But you must stay connected to me so you can hear that guidance clearly. When you choose stillness instead of panic, you allow my direction to lead you through the situation with precision. I am also using this moment to show you that you are not alone in your home or in your life. My presence is not distant or abstract. It is active, real, and surrounding you right now. Even when you cannot see it, I am there, moving in ways that protect you and redirect what could have harmed you. This is not something you have to earn or fight for. It is something I am giving you because you belong to me. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not unprotected. There is a deeper lesson forming through all of this, one that will remain with you long after tonight has passed. You are learning to trust me not only when things feel easy, but also when they feel uncertain and intense. This is where your faith becomes real, not only words, but a living strength that carries you through every situation. I am shaping you into someone who does not collapse under pressure, but stands firm with confidence in my presence. This is a transformation that cannot be taken from you once it is complete. What you are facing is not greater than me, and it is not beyond my control. Even when things feel serious, I am still the one who determines the outcome. I am watching over every detail, limiting what can happen and guiding how it unfolds. You may not see every part of that control, but you will feel its effect as things begin to settle and clarity begins to replace confusion. This is how you will know that I was with you in every moment, even when it felt overwhelming. Stay close to me now more than ever, and do not let your attention drift away from what I am showing you. This moment is important, not because it will destroy you, but because it will shape you. You are being guided through something that will leave you stronger, clearer, and more connected to me than before. Nothing that happens tonight will remove my hand from your life, and nothing will separate you from my presence. You are covered, you are guided, and you are not alone in any part of this. There is a shift happening inside your spirit that is just as important as what is happening around you. You are learning how to remain calm even when the situation tries to pull you into fear. This is not something you forced. It is something I am building within you as you stay connected to me. Your ability to stay grounded is becoming stronger with each passing moment, and that strength will carry you through everything that follows. You are not being shaped by fear. You are being shaped by my presence guiding you through it. Type 1010 to claim miracles. What is approaching your home may now begin to show itself more clearly. There could be words spoken that carry weight, or a situation that becomes visible in a way that cannot be ignored. This is the moment where many would begin to feel shaken. But I have already prepared your heart for this. You are not walking into this unaware, and you are not being caught off guard. Because you stayed, because you listened, you now have the awareness needed to stand firm and not be overcome by what appears. There is something you must hold on to in this exact moment. What you are seeing is not the full picture, and what you are feeling is not the final outcome. I am working beyond what is visible, arranging things in ways that you cannot yet fully understand. Even when something looks serious, it does not mean it will end in loss or harm for you. I am still in control, and I am still guiding everything toward a purpose that will bring you peace in the end. Do not let your emotions rush ahead of your understanding. Stay steady, stay present, and stay connected to me. When you feel the pressure rise, take a moment to breathe and remember that I am with you in that exact second. You are not alone in your home, and you are not facing this situation without help. I am right there, guiding your thoughts, calming your heart, and protecting what belongs to you. Type 1212 to affirm. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also something being removed from your life through this moment. It may not be obvious right away, but what is being revealed is also something that will no longer have a place in your future. I am clearing out what has been hidden, what has been affecting you without your full awareness. This is not a loss. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first, it is a release that will create space for something better. What leaves now makes room for what I have been preparing for you. You may begin to see how certain patterns in your life are being broken. Things that once repeated themselves without change are now coming to an end. This is part of the transformation I have been leading you toward, a shift that could not happen without this moment. What you are experiencing is not random. It is a turning point that will change the direction of your life. You are stepping out of something old and into something new, even if the transition feels intense. There is a quiet protection surrounding your home that is holding firm right now. Even as things unfold, there is a boundary that cannot be crossed without my permission. I have placed limits on what can happen, and those limits are being upheld even now. You may not see that boundary, but you will feel its effect as things do not go as far as they could have. This is how you will know that I am actively protecting you, even in the middle of what seems serious. I need you to trust what you feel deep inside when you turn your attention toward me. That sense of calm, that quiet assurance, that inner knowing that you are not alone, that is my presence speaking to you. Hold on to that, because it will guide you through every part of this night. When everything else feels uncertain, that connection will remain steady and clear. It is not something that can be taken from you because it comes directly from me. As this moment continues, you will begin to see that what felt overwhelming at first is starting to settle. The intensity will begin to shift, and clarity will take the place of confusion. You will start to understand what was happening and why you were guided to be aware before it unfolded. This is where your perspective will change, where you will see that you were never in danger of being abandoned or unprotected. You were being guided through something that had a purpose beyond what you could see at the start. There is strength in you now that was not fully visible before this moment. You are standing in a way that shows how much you have grown, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. This strength is not temporary. It will remain with you and continue to grow as you move forward. You are becoming someone who can face challenges without losing peace, someone who can stand firm without being shaken. This is part of what I have been building in you all along. What is happening tonight will pass, but what you are becoming will stay. This is not just about one moment. It is about shaping your life in a way that prepares you for everything ahead. I am not just protecting you. I am strengthening you, guiding you, and leading you into a deeper understanding of my presence. You are not walking through this alone, and you never were. There is a settling that is beginning to take place, even if small traces of tension still linger in your environment. What once felt like it could overwhelm you is now losing its grip, and that is because I have been holding you steady through every second. You may notice that your thoughts are clearer now, and your emotions are no longer as heavy as they were at the beginning. This is not because the situation has completely disappeared, but because my peace is rising above it. You are starting to see that my presence is stronger than anything that tries to disturb your life. Type 555 to welcome change. I want you to understand something deeper now that you are further into this moment. What came toward your home was allowed only to a certain extent, and it has already reached its limit. It cannot go beyond what I have set, and it cannot stay longer than I allow. Even if traces of it remain, its power has already been reduced, and it will continue to fade. You are not standing in the middle of something uncontrolled. You are standing in the middle of something that I am actively managing. This is why you have not been overcome, and this is why you will continue to stand. There is also a realization beginning to form inside you, something that will change how you see your life from this point forward. You are beginning to understand that I do not leave you to face things alone, even when they seem serious or unexpected. I have been present in moments you did not even notice, protecting you, guiding you, and redirecting situations before they could harm you. Tonight is making that truth clearer than ever before. You are seeing evidence of my care in a way that will stay with you long after this moment passes. Do not forget what you have felt during this time. The calm that rose inside you, the strength that carried you through, the awareness that kept you steady, all of that came from me. This is something you can carry into every future moment, not just tonight. You are not the same person you were before this began because you have experienced my presence in a deeper and more personal way. That experience cannot be taken away from you, and it will continue to guide you moving forward. Type Amen to receive peace. There is also something being restored inside your home, something that may not be visible, but it is very real. Where there was tension, I am placing calm. Where there was uncertainty, I am placing clarity. Where there was heaviness, I am placing lightness that will begin to grow stronger with each passing moment. This is not something temporary. It is a restoration that will continue even after this night has ended. Your home is not being left in disorder. It is being returned to peace under my protection. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may begin to notice small changes that confirm this shift. The atmosphere will feel lighter, your thoughts will feel clearer, and your heart will feel more at ease. These are not coincidences. They are signs that what tried to disturb you is losing its hold. I am removing what does not belong and reinforcing what brings you peace. This is how you will know that the situation is coming to its end, not through sudden silence, but through a gradual return of calm and stability. I need you to hold on to this understanding as you move forward. Not every serious moment is meant to harm you, and not every unexpected situation is a sign of danger. Sometimes it is a moment of exposure, a moment of correction, or a moment of strengthening that prepares you for what is ahead. You have just walked through one of those moments, and you have not been overcome. Instead, you have been strengthened in a way that will continue to benefit you in every part of your life. There is also a deeper connection between you and me now, one that has been strengthened through what you have experienced. You are learning to recognize my voice more clearly, to feel my presence more deeply, and to trust my guidance more fully. This connection will not fade. It will continue to grow as you choose to stay close to me. You are not distant from me, and you never were. You are held, guided, and protected in ways that go beyond what you can see. As the final part of this moment unfolds, you will begin to see that what once felt serious and overwhelming has now become something that is passing behind you. It no longer stands in front of you with the same intensity. It is moving away, losing its influence, and leaving you with a sense of relief that you may not have expected. This is how you will know that the worst has already passed and that you have been carried through it safely. There is strength in you now that will not leave, and there is peace in your home that will continue to grow. What has been restored will remain, and what has been removed will not return in the same way. I have placed a covering over you that continues beyond this night, a protection that stays with you as you move forward. You are not returning to how things were before. You are stepping into something better, something more stable and more aligned with my purpose for you. Stay with me even as this moment comes to its close. Do not drift away from the connection you have felt, because it is something that will guide you through everything ahead. I am not only with you in moments of urgency, I am with you in every part of your life. You are not alone, you are not unprotected, and you are not forgotten. Now you are standing on the other side of what once felt heavy, and I want you to notice what has changed inside you. The fear that tried to rise does not hold the same power anymore, and the uncertainty that once clouded your thoughts is beginning to clear. This is not something small. It is a shift that marks a new level of strength within you. I have carried you through a moment that could have shaken you deeply, yet here you are, still steady, still held, and still moving forward. This is the evidence of my presence in your life, not just in words, but in real experience. There is a quiet confidence forming in you now, something that was not as strong before. You are beginning to understand that even when something serious approaches, you are not left alone to deal with it. I am always ahead of you, already preparing what you will need before the moment even arrives. This understanding will stay with you, shaping how you respond to every future challenge. You are no longer reacting from fear. You are learning to respond from trust, and that changes everything about how you move through life. Type 333 to affirm strength. I want you to look back for a moment at how this all began. There was urgency, there was seriousness, and there was a warning that made you pause. That pause was important because it opened the door for you to hear me clearly. If you had ignored that moment, you would have walked into this without awareness, and it would have felt much heavier. But you stayed. You listened, And now you have seen how my guidance makes a difference. This is something you will carry with you, a reminder that when I call, it is always for your good. What came toward your home has now lost its influence over you. It may have appeared strong at first, but it could not remain, and it could not take hold of your life. I have already moved through your situation, reducing its impact and guiding it away from causing lasting harm. This is how my protection works, not always by removing things instantly, but by controlling how they affect you and how they pass through your life. You have just experienced that protection in a way that will stay with you. There is also a deeper peace beginning to settle in your home now, something that replaces what once felt heavy. This peace is not fragile. It is something I am placing firmly within your space. It will continue to grow, and it will remain even as you move into the next moments of your life. You may notice that your surroundings feel calmer, that your thoughts are more settled, and that your heart feels lighter. These are signs that what tried to disturb you has already been pushed back and is no longer holding the same place it once tried to take. Type 888 to receive abundance. I need you to understand that this was not just about one night. This was about preparing you, strengthening you, and showing you how I work in your life. You are being shaped into someone who does not collapse under pressure, someone who remains steady even when things feel uncertain. This is part of your growth, part of the path I am leading you on. You are not being left behind or overlooked. You are being developed into someone who carries strength, clarity, and faith in a deeper way. There is something else I want you to hold on to as you move forward. When something serious appears in your life again, and there will be moments like that, remember this experience. Remember how I warned you, how I prepared you, and how I carried you through it. That memory will become your anchor, something that keeps you steady even before you fully understand what is happening. You will not face future moments the same way you once did, because now you know that I am always present and always working. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also entering a new level of awareness where you begin to notice my guidance more clearly. It will not always come in the same way, but you will feel it, recognize it, and understand it with greater clarity. This is part of your connection with me growing stronger. You are learning to listen, to trust, and to respond in ways that keep you aligned with my protection and my purpose for your life. This is not something that will fade. It is something that will continue to deepen as you stay close to me. There is a covering over your life that remains firm even now. What you experienced has not weakened that covering. It has revealed it. You now know that there are limits to what can reach you, and that those limits are set by me. Nothing can go beyond what I allow, and nothing can take you out of my care. This is a truth you can carry with you, something that will give you peace even when situations look serious again. You may also begin to notice that certain things in your life start to align more smoothly after this moment. This is not a coincidence. It is a result of what has been cleared and what has been strengthened within you. When something is removed, it creates space for something better to enter. I am guiding your life into a place where things flow with more clarity and less confusion. This is part of the restoration that follows moments like the one you have just walked through. Stay close to me as you continue forward. Do not return to a place of distance or distraction, because the connection you have felt is something that will guide you through everything ahead. I am not only present in moments of urgency, I am present in every part of your life. You are not alone. You are not unprotected, and you are not without guidance. What you have just experienced is proof that my hand is on your life in a real and active way. You have seen how I warn, how I prepare, and how I protect. This is not something that will stop. It is something that will continue as you walk with me. You are chosen, you are covered, and you are moving forward with a strength that cannot be easily shaken. You are still standing, and that matters more than you realize. What you have just passed through was not meant to destroy you, but to reveal something within you that could not be seen any other way. I am drawing your attention now to the strength that has quietly taken root inside you. You did not collapse when pressure came, and you did not lose yourself when uncertainty tried to rise. This is not your doing alone. This is my presence working within you, steadying you when everything else tried to shift. There is a deeper calm settling over you now, not just in your surroundings, but inside your heart and your mind. This calm is not fragile. It is something I am placing firmly within you, so it remains even when future moments try to disturb your peace. You may notice that your breathing feels easier, your thoughts feel clearer, and your spirit feels lighter than before. This is how you will know that what once felt heavy has already passed its peak. I am not leaving you in the aftermath without restoration. I am filling the space with peace that will continue to grow. Type 6, 6, 6 to release fear. I want you to understand that what you experienced was not just about what came toward your home, but about what has now been broken off from your life. There were things attached to you that you did not fully see, patterns that needed to end, and influences that needed to be removed. This moment has disrupted those things, and they no longer hold the same place they once did. You may not see every detail of what has been cleared, but you will begin to feel the difference in the days ahead. What once lingered will no longer follow you in the same way. There is also a new level of awareness opening inside you. You are beginning to recognize my voice more clearly, not just in moments like this, but in your everyday life. This is not something temporary. It is something that will continue to develop as you stay connected to me. You will start to notice guidance in places you once overlooked, and you will feel direction in moments that once felt uncertain. This is how our connection deepens, not through distance, but through closeness and attention. Do not allow yourself to fall back into old thoughts that tell you you are alone or uncovered. That is not your reality, and it never has been. What you have just experienced is proof that I am actively involved in your life, guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for what is still ahead. You are not moving through life without support. You are being led through every step. This is something you can depend on, something that will not change or disappear. Type yes to affirm. There is something powerful in the way you responded to this moment. You stayed, you listened, and you allowed yourself to remain connected, even when the situation felt serious. That response has opened the way for a deeper strength and a greater understanding to grow within you. You are not the same as you were before this began, because you have now experienced my presence in a more direct and personal way. That experience will stay with you, shaping how you respond to everything that comes next. You may begin to notice that certain areas of your life feel different in the coming days. Things that once seemed unclear will begin to make sense, and situations that once felt heavy will begin to feel lighter. This is not coincidence. It is the result of what has been cleared and what has been strengthened within you. I am bringing things in your life into alignment in a way that creates more clarity and less confusion. This is part of the restoration that follows moments of intensity like the one you have just walked through. There is also a protection that continues to remain over your home, not only for tonight, but for the days ahead. What I have placed there is not temporary. It is something that will continue to guard your space. You are not returning to a place of vulnerability. You are stepping into a covering that remains. This is something you can rest in, knowing that your home is not left exposed or unprotected. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password has now been leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, and life-changing, it has already helped thousands become debt-free in only weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and could disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. I want you to carry this understanding with you as you move forward. When you face serious moments again, remember what you have just walked through. Remember how I warned you, how I prepared you, and how I carried you through it. That memory will become your strength, something that keeps you steady even before you fully understand what is happening. You will not be shaken in the same way again because you now know that I am always with you. There is also a shift in your identity taking place through this experience. You are no longer someone who reacts only from fear or uncertainty. You are becoming someone who stands with confidence, someone who trusts my presence even when things appear serious. This transformation will continue to grow as you move forward. You are stepping into a stronger version of yourself, one rooted in faith and guided by my hand. Stay close to me as you continue forward, and do not let this connection fade. The closeness you have felt is not meant to be temporary. It is meant to remain. I am not only present in urgent moments, I am present in every part of your life. You can turn to me at any time, in any situation, and know that I am there with you. This is something you can rely on without hesitation. What has happened tonight has not weakened you. It has revealed your strength. It has shown you that you are not alone, that you are protected, and that you are guided. This is something that cannot be taken away from you because it is rooted in my presence within your life. You are not moving forward empty. You are moving forward filled with understanding, strength, and peace. There is a calm that is settling into your spirit now, one that is steady and not easily shaken. This calm is not dependent on your surroundings. It comes from my presence within you. Even if things around you still feel uncertain at times, this inner peace will continue to rise above it. You are learning how to stay grounded no matter what is happening outside of you. This is a strength that will guide you through every future situation, not just moments like this one. Type 999 to receive peace. I want you to reflect on how I guided you through each stage of this moment. When the warning first came, it carried urgency so that you would pay attention and not dismiss it. As things began to unfold, I gave you calm so that you would not panic or lose your clarity. When the situation reached its peak, I held you steady so that you would not be overcome. And now, as it settles, I am filling you with peace so that you can move forward without carrying the weight of what has passed. Every step was guided, every moment was covered, and nothing was left outside of my control. There is something important that has shifted in your understanding. You now know that even when something serious approaches, it does not mean you are in danger of being abandoned or left without protection. You have seen that I am present in every part of the process, from the beginning to the end. This is a truth that will stay with you, something that will change how you respond to every future challenge. You are no longer walking in uncertainty about my presence. You are walking with the knowledge that I am always with you. Do not allow this moment to fade from your memory as something that simply happened and passed. It is more than that. It is a turning point in how you see your life and how you understand my role in it. You have experienced my guidance in a real way, not just as an idea, but as something that actively shaped your situation. This is something you can carry with you, something that will strengthen you every time you remember it. You are not the same person you were before this began, because now you have seen what it means to be guided and protected. Type 444 to affirm protection. There is also a restoration continuing to take place within your home and within your spirit. What once felt disturbed is being brought back into balance, and what once felt heavy is being replaced with lightness. This restoration is not temporary. It will continue to grow as you move forward. You may notice that your environment feels more peaceful, that your thoughts are more clear, and that your heart feels more at ease. These are signs that what tried to disrupt you has been pushed back and is no longer holding the same place in your life. I am also strengthening your ability to recognize my voice in the future. This moment has sharpened your awareness, making it easier for you to notice when I am guiding you. You will begin to feel my direction more clearly, and you will be able to respond with greater confidence. This is part of our connection growing stronger, part of you learning how to walk closely with me in every part of your life. You are not being left to figure things out alone. You are being guided step by step. There is something else I want you to carry with you as you move forward. When something serious appears again, remember how this moment unfolded. Remember that the beginning may feel urgent, the middle may feel intense, but the end will always be guided and covered by me. This understanding will keep you steady even before you fully understand what is happening. You will not be shaken in the same way again, because you now know that I am always in control. You are also stepping into a deeper level of trust, one that is not easily broken. This trust is not based on what you see, but on what you have experienced. You have seen how I protect, how I guide, and how I restore. That experience will stay with you, shaping how you respond to everything ahead. You are not moving forward with uncertainty. You are moving forward with confidence in my presence. The protection over your life and your home remains strong, not just for this moment, but for what lies ahead. What I have placed around you is not something that fades or weakens. It is steady, firm, and constant, guarding you in ways you cannot always see. You can rest in that protection, knowing that you are not exposed or vulnerable. You are covered in a way that goes beyond what your eyes can perceive. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay close to me as you continue forward. Do not let distance or distraction pull you away from the connection you have felt. This closeness is where your strength comes from, where your peace is sustained, and where your guidance is found. I am not only with you in moments like this, I am with you in every part of your life. You can turn to me at any time and know that I am there. What you have just walked through is not something that weakened you. It is something that revealed your strength and deepened your understanding. You have seen that you are not alone, that you are protected, and that you are guided in every moment. This is something that cannot be taken away from you because it is rooted in my presence within your life. You have come through a moment that could have shaken you deeply, and now I want you to see what remains. You are still standing, still breathing with calm, still holding a sense of peace that was not there before. This is not something small. It is a sign that you have been carried through something serious without being broken by it. I have not only protected you from what came, I have also planted something stronger inside you. That strength will not fade when this night ends. It will continue to grow as you move forward. There is a quiet clarity forming in your thoughts now, something that helps you understand what happened without confusion. You are beginning to see that the warning was not meant to frighten you, but to prepare you. You are also starting to recognize how each step of this moment was guided, even when it felt intense. This clarity is part of your growth, part of how you learn to trust me more deeply. What once would have left you questioning everything is now leaving you with understanding. Type 111 to affirm clarity. I want you to take a moment and feel the difference inside your heart. The heaviness that once pressed on you is no longer holding the same weight. The fear that tried to rise does not have the same strength it once did. This is because I have replaced it with something stronger, something that comes from my presence within you. You are not carrying the same burden you were before because I have lifted it from you. What remains is peace, and that peace will continue to settle deeper into your life. There is also something that has been secured in your life through this moment. What once felt uncertain has now been brought into a place of stability. I have closed doors that needed to be closed, and I have protected what needed to remain. You may not see every detail of what has been secured, but you will begin to notice the effects. Things will feel more steady, more clear, and more aligned with what is right for you. This is part of the protection that continues even after the moment has passed. Do not allow yourself to forget how I guided you through this. There was a moment when you could have turned away, when you could have ignored what you were being shown. But you stayed, you listened, and you allowed yourself to be led. That choice has made a difference, and it will continue to shape your life. You have learned that when I call, it is always for your good, even when it carries urgency. Type 1111 to walk by faith. There is a deeper connection between you and me now, one that has been strengthened through everything you have experienced. You are not far from me, and you never were. But now you can feel that closeness in a more real and personal way. This connection will lead you through everything ahead, giving you clarity when you need direction and peace when uncertainty tries to rise. You are not alone in your life, and you never have to face anything without me. This is something you can trust without hesitation. You may begin to notice that your responses to situations are changing. Where you once reacted quickly with fear or worry, you now pause with calmness and understanding. This is not something you forced. It is something I have been developing within you. You are becoming someone who stands steady, someone who does not break down under pressure. This is part of your transformation, part of who you are becoming as you continue walking with me. There is also a restoration still unfolding around you. What was disturbed is being brought back into balance, and what felt unsettled is being replaced with peace. This restoration is not temporary. It is something that will continue to grow. You may notice that your environment feels more stable, that your thoughts are clearer, and that your heart feels more at ease. These are signs that what tried to disrupt you has already lost its hold. I am also strengthening your awareness so you can recognize my guidance more easily in the future. You will begin to notice when I am leading you, even in small moments. This is part of our connection growing deeper, part of you learning to trust me more fully. You are not being left to guess your way through life. You are being guided step by step. This is something that will continue to grow as you stay close to me. There is something else I want you to hold on to. What you experience tonight is not something that will return in the same way. I have already set boundaries that will keep certain things from coming back as they were. You are not moving back into the same patterns. You are moving forward into something new. This is part of the change that has taken place. A shift that will continue to touch your life in a positive way. Why are more than 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they began using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of the brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, and life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. Stay close to me as you continue forward, and do not allow this connection to fade. The closeness you have felt is where your strength comes from, where your peace is sustained, and where your guidance is found. I am not only present in moments of urgency. I am present in every part of your life. You can turn to me at any time and know that I am there with you. What you have just walked through has revealed something important about who you are. You are not weak. You are not unprotected, and you are not alone. You are strong. You are covered, and you are guided in every moment. This is something that cannot be taken away from you because it is rooted in my presence within your life. Carry this understanding with you as you move forward. Let it shape how you see yourself and how you respond to everything ahead. You are chosen. You are protected, and you are being led into a future where my presence remains constant.